Hey y'all, how you doing? Getting everything set up. Hi. Oh, it is Monday. I was gonna come on live yesterday. I didn't get a chance to. Um, yeah, it was. I was exhausted. I was so exhausted. So I did not get a chance to come on yesterday for a live. And I haven't been doing. Hey Zachary. And I haven't been doing the lives from the depot this week, mainly because I wouldn't get many people wouldn't come in. So, and there was just a lot of side chatter, so it was hard to focus on. So, yeah, I'm doing good, Zachary. How you doing? It's a rainy day, but despite that, I'm doing good. I got some stuff done today. Good. Yeah, I had to do a few things today. Got those done. Got to do some research today on some stuff. So fun. How was your weekend? I see Holly. There's Holly. Mine was exhausting. Okay, so Friday night wasn't so bad. It wasn't really busy at the depot. Saturday was slammed. And then yesterday, I just, I didn't want to move. Didn't want to do nothing. Fixing smoke or fart? Because you know that little puff can mean more than one thing, right? And you know I'm going to aggravate you about it. You know I'm going to aggravate you about it. She's going to go fart, y'all. It's wind. Yeah. But it is. What? I know a lot of things. Come on, Zachary, help me out here. We know wind can mean more than one thing. You know, Holly, if I didn't aggravate you, you would think I was mad. So, just saying. But I love you. I hate having to search for emojis. I had to do that a lot last night. I'm using too many emojis on that keyboard, and it's throwing out my favorite ones. I need to stop. I'm throwing out way too many. I think the only one I haven't hidden yet is the bird. It's the only one I haven't pushed out yet because I think I use that more than anything. And I hate it because they have more than one emoji for every word. So if you try to say one word, you're getting one emoji that you're not looking for. So then you have to go look. Or just paste and then delete the ones until, you know, too much work. We're not going there. Get in here too. I need to, hang on, I gotta get in this live. I actually have my computer fired up today, which I haven't had fired up for like 2 weeks. So I think my computer's confused. What are you doing? Oh my God, you're paying me attention. So what's Miss Little Bit doing? Oh, did you? Nice. I've got to go through and delete pictures that I was making for the videos. I'm going to do a new video format though. Oh no, not baby jail. No. Put her in baby jail. Does Aunt Sharon got to come rescue her, break her out of jail? So I'm going to do a new format on the videos. I'm going to start visiting a lot of the places. I mean, obviously the ones out of town I can't visit. I do have pictures of some. Yeah.
How dare you?
Look, Holly, it's your favorite person. He looks like crap, man. What happened?
I feel like crap.
See, he feels like crap.
And what happened? I broke my pinky.
Oh no, we knew about the pinky.
Do you still have Prime?
Hey, Dawn. Yes, I do have Amazon Prime.
Okay. Just wondering.
Let me guess. You need me to order something for you?
Maybe we're looking at costumes.
Oh, okay.
Because Halloween barely has a selection of their...
You're pushing it.
I know. It said I can get it by the 30th.
Alright, and have you tried Walmart? To see what they got?
We can check.
Try Walmart. See what they've got.
We'll check there first before we do anything.
And here's the thing. A lot of times they have stuff on there that's not online. So you'd actually have to probably go in person.
Oh, no. You can check if it's in the store or not. They'll tell you.
I know, but there's some stuff that's not.
I know.
Get it. Yeah, because Mom doesn't know what she's talking about, y'all. What's up, Dawn? There is a lot of stuff going around right now. And not to mention today it's raining, and rain just tends to make people feel like bleh. Like really bleh. Surprisingly, I don't, but then again, we bought Death Wish coffee, and that is like super caffeinated. Yeah. I may have a second cup later if I need to pick me up, but it's hard to be tired and feeling bleh when I drink that, but there's a lot of stuff going around. We're getting into flu season. And then we've got a cold going around. You've got rhinoviruses going around. Like everything. Hi, Twister. I know I'm not made out of sugar. I'm not going to melt. I know I'm not. He came home early. He's feeling bad too. Wait a minute, Twister. I am made out of sugar. I'm diabetic, remember? That counts. That totally counts. When's your sleep study, Dawn? Just not to you. Just not to you. Okay, the 17th. It may have something to do with that too, because I know sleep deprivation can cause weird dreams when you do actually get to sleep. Yeah. Oh no! Welcome back, Holly. Has anybody heard from No Face yet? No, I won't melt. I got an umbrella and a rain jacket. We're good. And rain boots. I got wellies, so. Oh, okay. Just as long as you're getting the sleep study, because, like, yeah. Still nothing? I hope he's okay, because I don't think anybody's heard from him. I haven't even got notifications of him being live. Has anybody seen him even live? We're fixing to have to go CIA mode if he don't show up soon. Track him down, make sure he's all right. That's why she rescheduled it, ma'am, is so she could be there. Duh. Well, yeah, they can stay mad, but here's the thing. The party isn't for them. It's for the baby. And they can either be there because you have to work around your household schedule, not everybody else's. If they can't make it, they can't make it. If they can, they can. We make time for what's important. That's how that works. Yeah, you gave plenty of notice. I mean, if they can't make it work, then, yeah, exactly. Hey, Matrix, what's up? Well, either way, even if it's a time frame that you gave them, people need to quit being so entitled thinking it's for them. It's not for them. They're not the center of it, You're sharing that special day with them. Yeah, it's not a surprise appointment. It's not like they didn't know that, she was fixing to turn 1 and, Junior doesn't work Monday through Friday. He sometimes works Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, her dad. That's when it should be scheduled around. I get that, Matrix. I've been trying this week. I've got some research and some figuring out of stuff to do too this week. Or, yeah, today. I feel like it's never ending. Like my brain is always trying to figure out something and work something out. Some kind of problem, some kind of something. That's what I'm saying, Sophia. Yeah, so she was out of school, exactly. Yeah, it's an entitlement attitude. So many people have it nowadays. Some people can't figure out the world doesn't revolve around them. And then if they ever do figure it out, that's probably the worst thing that could ever happen to them in their life. Oh, God, it doesn't revolve around me. Holy crap. That you texted me or you texted Dawn? Because I don't think I got a text last night. Y'all, I changed my number. Y'all, a lot of y'all know this. Well, I think everybody in here knows it because I messaged y'all. Oh, okay. Make sure you didn't text it to the old number, though. Because I didn't get a text last night. Not that I know of. I mean, I'll go check, but make sure you didn't text it to the old one. But yeah, I changed the number, and it's great. I have not had one spam call. And my old number, I was getting 30, 40 easy a day. Love you, Holly. Hang on. Oh, wait. Yeah, you did. Okay. I'm sorry. Now I remember. I did get one last night. Dude, I was so tired yesterday. I'm surprised I remember even being alive. Yeah, I just seen it. You did text me last night. I was wrong. I forgot. I was so tired yesterday just from the weekends that, like I said, I'm surprised that I remembered I was breathing or how to breathe. And then my dogs, oh my God, especially Rolly, like she didn't want to get on my rear end yesterday because it'd been gone all weekend. And she's like, oh my God, Mama's home. So that was nonstop, bless her heart. She got her loving, so she's happy. Yeah, yesterday was just one of those days, like, oh God. Friday, it wasn't too bad. We wasn't really, really super busy. Saturday was when we got busy. We had a bunch of church groups come in. We had a bunch of the trunk or treaters came straight from the churches with their families. It was a lot. We got out of there at midnight. So, yeah, it was fun. I was never. I think I was. Yeah, I was talking in Dawn's live, and oh no, well because you put him as an angel, I kind of get that, but it's because you put him as an angel on a cloud. So yeah, it was still a cute thumbnail. I like it. Be like, no, no, don't even speak that into existence. Don't even try. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, Saturday, I remember when I got home, Dawn was still going. I was like, yeah, you're still here. So I could actually, actually talk for a little bit without getting sidetracked and miss half the chat because, people coming up and. An extra day. Did Wi-Fi cow at least get its wine and its trip in the sea? Its swim. Yeah, he's not an angel. He still has his raises. None of us have been paid. Come on, he ain't no angel. He's a deadbeat boss, man. Oh my God, Mama, how dare you make him go tinkle in the rain? God, you're horrible. Dude, I saw this short. You should get this. They have these little umbrellas you can put on your dog to take them out to the bathroom in the rain. I need to see where you get it. Probably Amazon. I need to see if Amazon has it. Hang on. Let me turn this light down a little bit too. Oh, there we go. That's better. That bright light is killing me. Yeah, you haven't even been paid. And you're the owner. See, that's what I'm getting. You're his owner and he ain't even paid you. Dude. That's just messed up. Oh, so he's going to be like the don't get my shoes wet dog. Don't get my paws wet. Oh my God, a puddle. I know, my dogs are so small. If they found a puddle, they might drown in it. So we don't take them out when it's raining. You should be ashamed. How dare you care about his toileting? How dare you? Wine by the river. There you go. Yes. Q&A sticker. Okay, we got to try this one. Best way to eat an Oreo. I want to start it. Y'all got to answer it. Let's see. What's the best way to eat an Oreo? I say you break it apart and cream first and then cookie. But we'll see what y'all think. Best way to eat an Oreo. I got to try one of the coffees from Book and Barrel, that bookstore we went into during Oktoberfest. And they were pretty good. She does pretty good lattes. Because Caffeine Addicts, our coffee shop, closed down early because of the depot. I agree, Matrix. I agree on that one. Dogs. Sophia's just like, eat a whole. Who cares? Don't even take a bite. Just realized my cap. I had to redo my cap, and it's whiter than my teeth. I didn't get it colored right. Oh well, y'all are just gonna see a white tooth. A really white tooth. Screw it. My cap got broke Friday at the depot because I can't eat with them in, and I had laid it down and it fell off my tray, and somebody put something heavy on it and busted it, and I was like, God dang it, really? Not gonna make another one? Okay, so you're going with either way. Like, you just alternating. Is that what you alternate? Have you seen the videos where people put them on a fork to dunk them? Have you seen that? They put the fork in the cream part and then dunk them in milk that way. I couldn't do that. Part of the fun is the mess that you make dunking the Oreo. That's what I'm saying. Don't make it bougie. Don't make it etiquette. Just eat the damn cookie. If you want milk with it, just dunk it. You have fingers for a reason. If people don't understand, utensils didn't always exist. You want to try the fork now? Oh, God. Look at Dawn trying to be proper. Dawn says, I'll be proper. I'll be the proper etiquette one. Fork. How much might she fix to go to the store just to get Oreos? Just try it. I don't think I could do that. I really don't. It kind of takes the fun out of it. Think about it, you know? Oh, y'all came in later, I think. I'm going to change format on my videos that I upload. Not getting much of a following viewership or anything on the videos the way they are. So I'm going to start throwing in on good days where it's not raining, where we're actually going to go visit the sites around here. Now, like I said, the ones out of state, though, obviously I'm not going to be able to. Oh, did you? That's what I'm saying, Sophia. If you ain't paying me to be proper, why do I need to be proper? I'm a queen, but I ain't the queen. I'm a queen cheeky bitch, according to Papa. And that's what I am. But yes, I'm gonna start doing the videos that way and just do video editing. And get just a lot of clips, a lot of recording. Okay, so, but in all fairness, Bugs is old. That's probably why. He's old. He said, nah. Somebody. Just like last night, somebody spoiled the cat, but you had no idea who it was. Me? Look, he was spoiled when he came to me. And then he was spoiled when he got to you. So April started it. Because we got him from April. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how hard do you laugh when I say I'm an angel? And you don't want me to laugh at that one? Girl, you was born with horns just like me. Don't even lie. Don't even lie. Yadira! What's up? Well, I know she can't defend herself, but I'm pretty sure she would agree with me because she did tell me when she gave him to me that, he was a little bit spoiled. So, at least she didn't hide it. At least she didn't deny it either. She was very honest with me about it. And that was fine. I wouldn't blame him for spoiling a cockroach. Sorry. I'm going to shut up. There's things I know that not my favorite person. He ranks up there with your ex. Oh, well, actually, probably worse. You got to pay me to be good. Oh, Dawn, I'll tell you some other things that I found out. It ain't just what was coming from her. It was some really, really bad things. Like he should be in the jail. Bad things. I don't know you, dear. I'm sorry. It's raining today. We've got rain. Other than that, I'm actually feeling good today, which is surprising. Yeah. Dawn, he's tried. There's a lot of stuff because remember I know her sister too. I was friends with her sister, and her nephew used to stay with me. He was staying here when he got out of rehab. Yeah, there's a lot more that's gonna blow your mind. Oh yeah, he was protective of his sister, but what I'm talking about wasn't aimed at his sister. Oh, I hate that. I hate chronic headaches. I really do. I have now, it's probably not the same, but I have really bad sinus headaches when the seasons change, and it makes me feel like I cannot function, like I shouldn't be awake. Moving just hurts. Yeah, I mean, it's general prick. Well, I mean, he put on an act like he was this nice dude in front of people. Yeah, where's that? There's your hint. There's your hint. Oh, yeah. A lot of people like that, they can put on acts and be a completely normal, functioning person in public. And everybody thinks, the best of them. They're great. That's the narcissistic tendency in those people. I just used a name. It's a valid name. Girl, it's a rhyme. What does it rhyme with? Now you got it. Now you got it. And on that, I'll fill you in later. There's a reason they ended up in a different state, and it wasn't because they were trying to be near somebody's dying mama. I know. There's been fights. There has been fights, but nothing to that point, which kind of shocks me. But could have been a whole restraint thing too. And that's what I'm thinking. Because especially when you have your own little kids, you have to show restraint on when you get mad at that kind of behavior, because you got to think of your kids. What happens if I go to jail because I did this? Which is, I mean, it's valid thinking. It's valid. They all are. There was a rough upbringing there. Very rough upbringing. We're talking more like, to me, it screams more generational curse. To me, that's what it seems like. And that's what I'd chalk it up to. Y'all, on another note, one more day at the depot and we're done for this year. Y'all gonna see the many emotions of me, because I'm actually getting out of the house more because of it. I'm gonna wake up Saturday morning and I'm not gonna know what to do with myself the entire day, because about 4:45 is usually when I leave the house. So 4:45 is gonna roll around and I'm gonna feel like I'm forgetting something, and I'm not. It's gonna be bad. Well, how dare the UPS driver drive down the road? What was he thinking? God, like making deliveries and stuff. My dogs have started barking when somebody pulls into the neighbor's yard. They didn't used to do that. They do that now. Yeah, fresh airs. Well, that's why I thought, with my videos and everything, actually visiting a lot of the local places to show y'all. Some of them I won't be able to go into, because I know one, I'm going to expand on the depot, because the story I posted about Thomas and Eliza is not the only story attached to the depot, and I'm going to do a whole video on all the stories towards the depot. But because it is used for the social events in town, and it's used for meeting rooms and conventions and stuff, it stays locked. So I won't be able to take y'all in it and show you. Especially while the depot's going on, because the inside, they've got temporarily built little hallways for the scaring part. So I wouldn't be able to show you the the platforms or anything because it's just all board and little hallways. We should, yeah, we should go to the battlefield and do one. And oh, he said the neighbors, yeah, and expand on Green Eyes, the Lady in White, all the ghosts out there. Because I remember seeing a lot of pictures. There was one that struck me that I really, really liked, where somebody caught what looks like an apparition of a soldier on a horse, and I thought that one was pretty cool. I'm not really big on the orb photos, but when you're catching the apparitions in the tree lines, I think it's pretty cool. Yes, it's Jasper's neighborhood. He did not pay the toll to come into the neighborhood. Yeah. Jasper's got to fund his addiction to gambling somehow. You know, he likes those roulette tables. But yeah, I've been thinking about the battlefield, showing the tower, expanding on the other ghosts that are there, not just Green Eyes, but going also a little bit more depth about Green Eyes. Because a 3-4 minute video doesn't really go in depth. It just kind of tells you the surface basics of who he was thought to be and who he was before that. The Legend of Green Eyes. But, probably expand with like the eyewitness accounts and things like that. I'm wanting to go to the old mill over there by the Feed and Seed Antiques in Ringgold because they have a story of a little girl named Emily that haunts there. Citizen Cemetery, the big cemetery, the Anderson Cemetery. Yeah, I remember when you saw the Lady in White because you called me. Because I think you were on your way home or something. It was at night. I remember that. And you said that you were at that bridge and you wasn't fixing to stop. I remember that. I mean, there's just a lot to unpack. I want at some point, and this is probably going to be in the spring, going down to the tunnels in Tunnel Hill because they're haunted. And then you've got the I think it's the Whitby. What is the Whitby house? The house near there that's haunted. You've got down in Chickamauga. You've got the Springs. And then you've got, well, no, that caught fire. Never mind. I think that was the one that caught fire. You got the house down there, but I think that one, I think it caught fire. I remember it freaked you out. You have a battlefield? Or a neighborhood? Or the Lady in White. Wait. Where's the Legend of La Llorona come from? Where does that one come from? Or La Llorona? Yeah, I wouldn't stop either. Like, I haven't seen... Yeah, Lady in White. That's what I was thinking. I haven't seen her. Like, honestly, I've gotten EVPs out there before, but I've never seen, visually seen anything. I know the stories. I've gotten EVPs out the wazoo. And it's so funny because the one I used to use, you'd be like, I could sit at home and nothing would pop up, and then you go into the battlefield and it's like going crazy. Your meters and all that, they just go nuts. So it makes sense. But I'd love to get some pictures. The only problem is, you can drive through it at night. You just can't get out and walk around at night. And we can thank the teenagers in the 80s and the 90s for that. Ooh, I'll take it you've seen him. Well, yeah, but your neighborhood is technically, I think, part of the battlefield. Still part of the battlefield. Dude, I'd be checking my cameras because I know you got those outside cameras. Be like, you there? Oh, God, no. See, that's my thing. I have heard so many ghost stories of people, coming upon apparitions, and the apparitions, they'd pick them up, or the apparitions would just appear in their car. That's just freaky. I'm sorry. That's freakier than living in a haunted house. And I've lived in haunted houses. Like, I have lived in haunted houses, and that's, at least you got more room in a house than you do between you and them in a car. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because technically, I think you're still part of the battlefield, just not the main part where the main battles took place. Yeah, I've lived haunted house. Well, supposedly I was born in one. Mama said that there was a upstairs attic, and the light would flicker every now and then, and it'd look like you'd see somebody looking out the window. So that one was in Nebraska. um, when we moved down here, we were living in a duplex, and I remember I was about 4 or 5 years old, and I saw a dark shadow one time standing in my doorway. And I told my parents about it, and they told me I was just dreaming. But I remember it vividly. It wasn't a dream. I was awake. Um, let's see. There was. Hang on. It wouldn't be till I got older. There was an apartment I lived in. Section 8 apartments. The apartment was haunted. That was the one where I did the video where I had the baby monitor and it felt like somebody got in the bed with me. Also, my thermostat would change on its own. And it was one of those manual thermostats, not digital. And it would change on its own. Um, let's see. After that, there was an old 100-year-old house that it actually burnt down. We went through a house fire, but it was, we had a 100-year-old house down here that was haunted. Then I moved. The next one that was haunted would be the one where I saw oh God, I just hit myself. The one where I saw the orb. Hey, Lydia. Oh, I know. People do that. I don't know why it doesn't let out the notifications. Let's see, but we had the one where we saw the orb. My husband actually got touched there. His wedding ring had come up missing, and we found it randomly one day sitting upside, like on its side, like you could just roll it on the dresser, which was weird. And then where I felt somebody was pulling my leg backwards that one night, and we saw the shadow going into the bathroom. Then we moved right up the road to another house. That's the one where we had the snow, and I heard kids running up and down the hallway, but my kids were asleep and there was nothing there. Then we moved into an old farmhouse where I had little stuffed animals. They would get moved all over the house, and the kids didn't mess with them. I'd just find them all over the house in different locations. And I had gotten some EVPs there from a woman. And yeah. And then I've got all my experiences when I was ghost hunting. It was great. It was great. Look, if a ghost climbs in my car, I'm charging them gas money. I ain't gonna lie. You come in my house, you owe me rent. You come in my car, you owe me gas money. Where you want to go? Just saying. Wait, who's buried alive got out that was like, yeah, I'm going to haunt you. You said I was dead. I'm not. Man, I would do that too. I ain't going to lie. That's called karma. That's spooky Uber. That's they need a Halloween attraction called Spooky Uber. We'll come pick you up at the bar, but we're going to have ghosts with us. You got Casper in the front seat. Yes. No, I'm talking about if a ghost lives in my house. You ain't living in my house. Visitors are fine. If a ghost is living here, though, you're going to owe me rent. Yes, they need that around Halloween, little spooky Ubers. We'll come pick you up from the bar, but, Casper's your driver. Or Slimer. I love Slimer. I'm partial to Slimer. Oh my gosh. When did that happen, Dawn? Like Civil War? Oh no, Lydia, really? Well, I mean, starting Christmas shopping is not, early is not a bad thing. I'm gonna start next week. Slimer was hilarious. I was always partial to Slimer. Yeah, I was always partial to Slimer. Casper was the friendly ghost. I like the slightly unhinged. Y'all ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be lazy with my costume Friday, like I kind of was Saturday. So I'm going to be the Cheshire Cat, but it's a big onesie because it's gonna be cold. And Sharon is layering, and she's not getting cold because Friday I about froze to death. I literally had to send Alex home to get me some different clothes because I was freezing. Oh yeah, the food fights, of course. I'd have a food fight with Slimer. They're gonna have to get along with her. There you go. Yeah, I ain't got a problem with the chill spirit. I got a problem with the ones that think they're what don't stink. Well, it doesn't because they don't have it anymore. But still, you know what I mean. The ones that are constantly trying to attack you. Yeah, me and them we're gonna have a problem. And I've known people to live in haunted houses where they would actually talk to the ghosts that were there, like they were friends or whatever. Go in, oh my God, let me tell you about this day that I just had. And I'm sitting here going, I'm sorry, I don't think that I could be comfortable with having a ghost as a BFF. I mean, we all need somebody to lean on. I get it. I get it. But it's shooting range. Duck and cover. Hi, Lady Sky. How you doing? Maybe duck and cover Sophia. Shooting at us in the swamp. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just sitting here listening to rain. We got rain today, so we're listening to the rain and just shooting the bull. Oh, see, okay, so was it the show the paranormal the with the celebrity paranormal? I ain't no shame in taking a lazy day, Lydia. I don't know. I did yesterday. I didn't do nothing. Like I think to be honest, Saturday, uh, Allie had brought a big pot of chili to the depot, and we had leftovers, so that's what we made. Like I didn't even cook. It was all compliments of Allie. It was leftover chili. I was like, y'all, this is what you're gonna have. Yeah, the celebrity ghost stories because I know they have it on one of the channels that does all the ghost. It probably Sci-Fi or A&E, but I've seen some celebrity ghost stories. I don't know. I've not really been one that wanted to befriend the ghost. I'll say hey, but it's hard to keep friendship when the person's there, but you can't see them. Dunk them with milk. Yes. Yes, Lady Sky. Yes. We were talking about that earlier. Have you seen the videos where people are using a fork and they're putting it in the center in the cream part and dunking them? Like, I don't know. I don't think I could do that because part of the fun is the mess you make with dunking it with your hands. But to each their own. I just don't feel that, I need to be proper when I'm dunking an Oreo. Oh, he's mad because his little human's not home yet. Either that or your Confederate dude's out there. That's instigate some crap here. Your ghost is in your yard. But yeah, they literally, I saw somebody using a fork and I was like, no, it's too bougie. It's too proper. It's not a steak, it's a cookie. Enjoy your dang cookie. Oh, there's the bus. So how you liking it now that she's on the bus? It's a lot easier, isn't it? I know you said she's liking it. Oh yeah. See, it's like there when my kids were in kindergarten and first grade, I was taking them to school, but then as they got older, we went bus. Because it was easier. And it also taught on more social skills than just being at school with other kids. So, and I think everybody had a friend group that rode the bus. You had your friend group at school, and then you had your friend group on the bus. Yeah, exactly. You've got your friend group. I don't know why I just got that, but okay. I mean, no, I'm not going to say I liked it 100%. There were days where I just really didn't want to be on that bus. Those were the days where it's like, when you weren't feeling good and the noise just really made you want to scream. We all go through those days still. And I would go through them, especially when I was a teenager. Because, I wasn't, I hit 16 and didn't get my license or my car because my dad didn't want to deal with it. So I think I got mine at 18. I was already out of school when I got mine. Oh, yeah, you're going to have bullies everywhere, though. You're going to have them on the bus. You're going to have them in school. You can't avoid that. That's why she's got to, experience those situations so she can effectively handle that. Because, you and I both know it goes on even into adulthood. You're just always going to have somebody that's going to want to bully you for one reason or another. So early on, just, kind of teach her how to deal with those scenarios. Yeah. Yeah, I was on the bus for years. I think I started riding the bus in second grade, all up through high school. Because my parents both worked. Oh, I will. He may be lurking in here too. I don't know. Sometimes he comes in and lurks. But I'll make sure I remind him. He was watching, I don't know what games he was watching yesterday. I done forgot. I had so many people talking about football yesterday that I don't remember who was watching who. You're a latchkey kid. Yeah. That I was not. I was left to my own devices a lot. I think I started babysitting my brother when I was 8. 8 or 9. Just to save money on daycare. Because daycare was expensive. Yeah, being anchored in yourself and also knowing how to stand your ground and create boundaries. And the funny part is like, as we grow up, we realize that those bullies really didn't want to fight. They just wanted to feel in control. They just wanted to feel superior. And as soon as you clap back, they didn't feel superior anymore. They backed off. Oh, are you? It wasn't long after we moved into this house that I was babysitting and staying home and helping clean. Saturdays are our main cleaning day, but during the week, if Mama wanted like a roast or something, I'd start the roast in the oven. It was a lot, but I did it. I learned to cook early. Mama taught me at 6 years old how to make French toast. That was the first thing I learned how to make. Um, I'm not complaining about it though. I know how to cook. I know the basics. I wonder, Miss Burnswater, who would not be trusted to cook? You're right. Yeah, and you would think that this would be something that parents would have gotten through their head by now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I'm saying. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Parenting styles a long time ago did cry. There were a lot of things that needed change, but there were a lot of things that probably should have stayed the same as well. You said I got to get them done. Never mind. I'll get out of bed. How bad is your body objecting to the fact that you're getting out of bed? Mine screamed at me yesterday. I said, nope. Mine said, no, you're not. And this would be something as simple as going and getting water. Yeah, it's 3 here. It is 3. What's that? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I've got updates for my computer. Why am I not surprised? Yeah. But nowadays, it's like, I remember my son was 12, And I ran to the store. He was at home. Other two went with me. And a neighbor called the cops. And the cops got on to me for leaving a 12-year-old who is perfectly capable of being alone for a couple hours. Because, in our state, as long as the child, is perfectly capable and around 12 is your normal age that they would be for a couple hours, it's okay. Man, I got jumped and threatened. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Do you not know the laws of your own state? The state you represent? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because picking up those bad habits, really bad habits. Yeah, that with my kids, like, now Justin wasn't one that, would be left home alone at that age, but Ryan was. Bailey was when he got older. Um, because they were taught. They were taught, you don't do this, you do that. They learned. And I made dang sure that my kids learned how to cook as they were growing up. I mean, when they were younger, it was with supervision, but I made sure they learned how. Yes, yeah. I knew what you were saying, though. But like I said, she's at that impressionable age where you can correct it. It's not too late. Exactly, Sophie. And don't throw a kid into a situation where they don't know and they haven't been taught or told how to handle. If you haven't taught them that independence, don't throw them into that situation. The law says he has to be. He's over 21. He's over 18. Sorry. We try. I'm surprised they allow him to have sharp objects at this point. Because you see how accident prone he is. Yeah, broken pinky, man. He'll even tell you he has gotten cut on so many sharp objects. Just turning knives over in his head. And I'm like, this is adult. This is an adult. Yeah, I dumped him on Jasmine. I said, there's no hope. Here, he's yours. No hope. Your turn. I'm done. I retired. They should learn it, yes. Because, and my thought was, okay, so what if they, move out and they don't get married and, they're going to take care of themselves. They can't live off fast food. They can't, realistically live off junk. They've got to be able to take care of themselves. They've got to be able to cook for themselves. They've got to be able to clean for them. They've got to be able to do this. And it's not a whole thing of man or woman role. It's a thing of everybody's role. You got to know how to take care of yourself. In case he sees this. She did pick him. I'm not gonna lie. That is kind of her fault. Yes. She had a hand in that. She did have a hand in that. Okay, realistically, you can't live off fast food. You eat it long enough. Y'all gonna go with me to go get some coffee. You eat it long enough, and guess what's gonna happen? I'm sorry. Have you seen the health statistics of people that live off of it? Oh, never mind. He's not watching because you want to know what? He's not here. They went. They already left. They already left. What do I want? I think I want my holiday blend. Somebody was asking the other day about the holiday blend. That's the one I got. Starbucks. Yeah, realistically, no, you can't live off fast food. Theoretically, you can. You can try. Did you ever see that guy who did the experiment where he lived off fast food for a year and he got so sick? Did you ever see that? Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you got to keep that into consideration too. You know, you're raising kids, they've got future spouses. Why would you do that to their spouse? Their spouse ain't done nothing to you. Make sure they're ready for not just that commitment, but that responsibility. You remember hearing about that? He did a documentary, and I think they had it on Netflix for the longest. And then I think it's on the free channels now on Roku. So it's like Super Size Me or something like that. This dude lived a whole year off of fast food. Mainly McDonald's, I want to say, is what he went to. But it was a whole year off of fast food. And, yeah. It's freaking crazy. Like, he was so sick. I think it's called Super Size Me. But this dude, I was like, man, you brave. Like, you are way too brave. I wouldn't have done that. Because I feel like crap just eating, a burger from McDonald's or something. If I need to do something quick and I opt to stop there, I can tell the difference when I eat it. Wait, hang on, I gotta ground. What? I can't stand when Keurigs, when you get grounds in your coffee every now and then because it overflows with the water. Drives me nuts. Look, I am still not convinced that McDonald's is like real meat or, meat that we're supposed to be eating. I'm just saying. I'm not 100% convinced of that. But I'm not going to lie. There's sometimes where it's the only thing open. And you realize, oh crap, my sugar's dropping. I haven't eaten. And you got to get something like then. So, it's your option. When she gets to sleep over, whenever Bailey and Jasmine move out. Probably going to be after the first of the year at some point because I think they're trying to get out by the first of the year. Poor Bailey's job search. He's so mad. His job search is put on hold. I feel so bad for him. I'm not saying it's not funny, but I feel bad for him. Yeah, tell her once that gets situated, we will, but I can't say exactly when because I don't know. Gotta get 2 people out on the floor in the living room. There's another one. I know she's impatient. I think everybody is. If I could speed it up, I would. Unfortunately, they gotta have money to move out, which requires a job on both of their parts, and one of them has one, so. When he says, love me, he says, don't worry about when you get to spend the night over at Aunt Sharon's. You worry about loving on me. Such a demanding kitty. Yeah. At her age, I've never met a 6-year-old that had patience. Never. You ever notice when you were a kid and you could be going the next town over and it only literally takes about 10, 15 minutes to get there. But to you, it seemed like it took an hour or two. It's like, why are we not there yet? Oh my God. It just seemed like it took forever, but it didn't. He's headbutting her. I'm surprised I don't have dogs mad because they're not in the bedroom with me. Because Bailey and Jasmine left. Like, there's nobody in the living room with them. And they're these kind of dogs that, you know, if somebody's not with them 24/7, it's like they get mad. Like, we have committed this horrible sin against dog kind by daring to go to the store or go anywhere. But he's my brother's weird too. He wasn't patient at 6, but he's weird too. So he's weird in his own way. The world was ending because of traffic. Look, I'm telling you, that night we got all them trunk or treat kids. They got done trunk or treating and they was down at Depot Saturday. Saw some cute costumes. There was this one little girl. She was adorable, a little blonde-headed girl, and her daddy was holding her. And I had to run over to the Depot to use the restroom. And I was walking across the bridge, and she's going, bye, bye. And I told her, I said, I'll be back. So I got back, and she saw me. I said, I told you I'd be back. She started clapping and giggling. I was like, oh, she's so freaking cute. She was adorable. But yeah, all those trunk or treat kids came to the Depot Saturday. I know, right, Dawn? And they do. They do look alike. My brother's just got a little bit more weight to him. But they look alike. First time I ever saw Sophia's brother, I was like, holy crap, I found Brian's twin. I was like, damn, they made 2 of them. It's kind of scary. Yeah, I thought it was funny. Like, I told her when I seen him, I was like, you do know your brother and my brother look almost identical, because I thought my brother was on your video. I was trying to figure out how he got to Germany so quickly because I just saw him like an hour ago. He teleported. I was thinking he'd already figured out teleportation or something. But then it hit me that her brother spoke, and he had that accent, and he had said something in German, and he spoke German better than my brother. So, you know, I knew it wasn't mine. He tries. So we went to Costco last week. Alex had to take a picture to send to Sophia of a bunch of German beer. It was like a 60 count case of German beer. I think that was also the hint that he wants that for Christmas. Pretty sure that hint was probably implied in that. But he made sure he got a picture and had me send it to Sophia. Be like, show her what we found. I was like, what's this wheat crap? You found it. I was looking for something else. How dare you be 5 minutes late feeding your dog? You know what? Tell him I'm going to file that report. That's just another strike on your record, man. You know, it's going up there with taking him out in the rain to go tinkle. Jasper's filing more reports than Papa does. The only difference is ain't nobody shredding his. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna go ahead. Squeaky shreds them. He does get them shredded. Okay. That's okay. Aunt Sharon's got his back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Me and you are twisters, so of course our brothers have to look the same. We're living the same life in different countries. That's what it is. Same brothers and all. Which is why we sympathize so well with each other. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut the live and go do what I gotta do. I gotta use my brain. Team Shortix! Hey, Antics. I gotta use brain power today. I don't like today. I get that. I feel her pain. I haven't had the gluten-free Oreos. I have a hard time with gluten-free foods because to me it's like cardboard. I think it just depends on what it is, though. Like, of course, I don't have a gluten intolerance or anything. It's just I've tried gluten-free foods just to see how it was. She got it from a video. Okay. I couldn't tie my shoe right. My pants didn't fit. It's raining. And I got splashed. I don't like today. That's where I always go. The birds are yelling. Close the door, then wait till they stop, and then open it again. See if that works. I mean, it may work in reverse than what it did for me. Because they were talking smack when the door was closed, and when they seen me is when they shut up. I think it's because I was encroaching on their territory, quite possibly. I know I've told you about that. I went over to help Dawn out, and the birds are in Kiddo's room. And I got so tickled because I heard them. They were in there, and they was just chirping away, and I opened the door to put something in Kiddo's room, and they stopped like I was intruding on their space. So I put that, whatever, I forgot what it was, but I put it in her room, and I closed the door, and as soon as I closed the door, they're back to their conversation. So I opened the door again just to test it, and they got silent. I was like, your birds are plotting or they don't like me. I said, but one of the two is going on in there. Didn't even happen. They knew you were there. They knew you were there. They just like shut up when I opened the door. It was funny. Yay! I saw that. She's like, yeah. I think it makes it a lot easier to get the links up there, to be fair. It really does. One of these days, if I can get with Holly to see if I can get Dawn's to work, we can get that going in hers. So when she says, hey, y'all post your links, all they got to do is type, exclamation and then their name, and there they are. I love when animals yell. They're like, hey, 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 hey. I don't know. I kind of miss having birds. I remember I grew up. We had the parakeets and we had the cockatiels. And we had the one. I don't know if you ever met Indy, Dawn, the one that used to catcall women. We had got him, and somebody had taught him to catcall women. And we first got him. I forgot we had him. And Mom and Dad had him in their room for a little bit because they were trying to get him used to the house. So I walk into their room to put up some clean clothes. I'd done some laundry for them. And I hear the whistle, and I'm freaking out because I forgot he was in here. I'm freaking the hell out, and there's this bird sitting there all cocky doing it again, and I was like, "You're an ass." I remember Indy doing that, and then we had the cockatiels downstairs. Now the loudest to me though, and yet they're the smallest birds. The ones that talk the most crap would be the finches. Daddy had finches for a while. They are. These things don't shut up. Like, they don't shut up. Ever. I'm pretty sure they talk in their sleep. Yes, I remember your cockatiel Sonny. I do remember. Yeah. Now, see, and that's the thing, like, because you were talking on that live the other night about how he was, like, not very friendly, especially people he didn't know, but he didn't have a problem with me. He watched TV with me. I'd let him out of that cage. He'd be sitting there just chilling. Yadira, say hi to Antics. Now, I know, like, if I was wearing dangly earrings or hoops or something, he'd chew on them. But I never had a problem with him. But then again, the only thing we really had in the house at the time was birds. We didn't have any other animals.
Like, I'm heated up by chili spaghetti.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
You want anything while I'm in here?
No.
Alright. Love you.
Love you too. Now, our asshole bird was Checkers. Sam was great. We could let her out of the cage. She'd sit on our shoulders too. She loved my mom, mainly. Checkers was the one that would bite you just to bite you because she was mean. She was, like, so mean. Indy didn't want anything to do with people. He just didn't want anything to do with people at all. So he stayed in his cage. You couldn't really get him out of his cage. He wouldn't mess with you when you were, putting in his cuddle bone or swings or anything else either. He'd just go to the other side of the cage. He just didn't really have much to do with people. But if a woman walked by his cage, he would catcall her. I'm pretty sure his former owner was a bachelor. Maybe a construction worker. He was making his own music video, Dawn. Oh, yeah, because she said she had a headache and she wasn't feeling the greatest. Oh, okay, Antics. I may try them. I get curious to see what gluten-free products come out and stuff. My main focus, though, with my foods is low sugar to no sugar. That's hard to do. Even if it says, zero sugar, like your creamers, your coffee creamers, it says 0 sugar, but there's hidden sugar in it, and it still causes a spike. So they say 0 sugar, or they say no additional sugar or whatever, but you've got hidden sugars in there. So it's really difficult with products. So a lot of times we just have almond milk and those syrups, those pump syrups you get. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I do have my creamer right now because my favorite creamer this time of year is peppermint mocha. And then at Christmas, there's a white chocolate peppermint mocha, sugar-free, that I will have. So, I am on the creamers and the hidden sugars right now, but we're good. Oh my God, you have to feed them too? Why? Did you ask why that was important? I get it. It's like a mute button to a remote control. You feed them and they shut up. Okay. That makes more sense. Let me press your mute button. Here's a snack. I know, right? Dude, I'd get home and we'd have some snacks. We'd have some fruit or something, and then we'd wait till dinner. It was like 6:30 was dinner. And then after that, the kitchen was closed. Unless you wanted water or soda. Because my parents, okay, so they didn't limit diet. We had diet sodas. They didn't limit sodas for some reason. So they developed a soda addiction in me and my brother. I've since broken mine. I do have sodas every now and then. It's usually maybe one a day if I feel like it. But not always. It's either tea, water, or coffee. But my brother, he goes to the store, he buys like 10 2-liter sodas a week to drink on. And I'm sitting here going, and you don't drink water, and how the heck are you not dehydrated and shriveled? Like, you go to a doctor to do a urine test, that's going to be bad. So yeah, I've gotten off the sodas a lot. I'm trying. I've been limiting a lot of carbs, but I had gotten into the habit, and I had been pretty low carb, but I got into the habit for some reason over the past couple months. Carbs, biscuits, things like that. So we're having to break that back again. But 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Yes, water is definitely a necessity. Water is good on so many levels, even surface levels. It helps keep your skin clear and healthy. You want a biscuit? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, we made some this morning, but I'm not eating like 2 or 3. I'm not eating 1. And I made some eggs and some turkey bacon to go with it. So I've got a limit on the carb intake. Now I did find that I love bagels. Oh God, there's Justin, y'all. Demon Spawn #1 has entered the chat. I like bagels, and I found that to keep my sugar under control with the bagel thins. I can do those. Those don't cause a spike. If I eat the full, thick, good bagels, yeah. Because, you got to think there's about roughly 50 grams of carbs in one bagel. Blueberry jam. We bought some Amish-made sugar-free apricot jam. I think it's apricot. Maybe peach. It's orange. That's all I know. One of those the other day. And it's really good. I like it. It doesn't have that aftertaste that sugar-free stuff does. See, Justin's like me. Open the cookie, lick the icing off. That's how you ignore it. That is definitely my son. And I know he's seen the videos of the people with the fork and we both agree there ain't no way in hell we do that. Just dunk it and quit being a little dork. Don't be a pansy, just dunk the dang thing. See, I think that's the best part of it, though. Now, there was at one point, my mom worked part-time at the Great American Cookie Company when I was little, and she would bring home those sandwich cookies. Big ones. Yeah. In fact, my brother's first birthday cake wasn't even a cake. It was just one of them big old cookies. We still got pictures of him trying to crawl out of my grandmother's lap to get to the cookie on his first birthday. Because, his eyes were wide when he saw that. Like, dude, this exists. I'll take the icing. You can have the cookie, but I'll take the icing. So I'm good with that. Double stuffed Oreos, girl. Yeah, you can make your own Oreos. I've tried before. Now I did like when the mint Oreos, the Oreo thins, they didn't have the cream on them, but they were the chocolate dip. Now I do like those. But again, it's stuff I'm not supposed to have. Go figure. Of course. I'm going to tell you around here, for some reason, the end of the, well, no, it's not for some reason. I know the reason. At the end of the summer, everybody was buying ice cream because all this ice cream was going on sale. So we had like Oreo ice cream even. Justin, Leah said don't forget that Kansas City plays tonight, by the way. Coffee done. Justin had me one year. Now it's not sweets or Oreos, but instead of going to Taco Bell and getting the actual, I think it was a Crunch Wrap or some burritos. I don't know. He can tell you. Hey, Alfonso. I'm doing good. How are you? He had me do a dupe at home, and they turned out really good. So I think he really likes that. Justin, what was that you had me make the dupe for the, or well, my version for Taco Bell for your birthday that year? What was it you had me make? Was it the 5-layer or something like that? Yeah, that's the thing with making your own. You can specify it to your needs. That's what I like about it. I have not, Alfonso. I have actually gone around to even the little antique stores and found nothing, which is weird. I thought we would. I've got one more to hit up that I'm going to hit up this week. That's the old Feed and Seed one because they've been closing down early because of the depot. And they're on the back end. So I did the front end first. So I'm going to go this week because I'm planning on doing a video to go more in depth on the history of the depot. And it's right back behind there. Got one more to hit it. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. Yes, it was a cheesy bean and rice burrito. That's right. I can't remember if it was a Crunch Wrap or... Now, Alfonso, were you the one that asked me also to see if I could get you one of the tickets for the depot? Because I did do that. I've got that. Yeah, they said, well, our depot is not in use except for like a convention center, so we don't have shops or anything. It's not an in-use depot. So everything that's around it, I figured would have. I'm going to check out the old Feed and Seed antique store. That's the one I still got to check out. So like I said, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And with it also getting so close to Christmas, they might start getting some in. Oh, yeah. I'm leery of things made with soy. Because sometimes it's really hard to get that taste right. Hey, 2X, what's up? What is up? Yeah, I'm leery of anything soy-based. Oh, there's another store I can check. I just realized I forgot about that just opened. Got 2 stores I can check. Because I forgot they just opened a new one. A new gift shop. Did you? Awesome. Yeah, I've noticed since I slowed down on a lot of stuff, I'm not getting burnt out as much either. Like if I don't feel like posting, I don't post. If I feel I need to rest, I rest. Ugh. Oh god, the lactose. I've got 2 lactose intolerant people in my house. The reactions to that are insane. And like I tell everybody, 6 people, 1 bathroom, and you got 2 lactose intolerant individuals is not good. Oh wow! Now I went to Missouri, and we went up to their Grand Central Station, and I know they had a lot of like gift shops, and they had a Lego thing going on. It was great. I loved it. You're welcome, Antics. Lori, hi. Yes, we will need to after this. But yeah, they had like the gift shops, the cafes, everything. And I remember telling my husband, I wish that ours was still in operation to where they could do that. That would be awesome. I think that would bring a lot more to our little town as well. Um, it was sure early 1600s. Oh, good God, I'm trying to make it older than it is. Early 1900s. It just kind of backed off being an operational depot. So now they just they lock it up unless we're doing an event there or unless they've got some kind of convention. I would love it though if it were back in operation. I really would. I think Chattanooga Choo Choo has, because they still kind of surround on the passenger lines, whereas there's only trains that come by the depot are commercial. So yeah, I wish they would put the depot back in service though. I think that would be freaking awesome. Oh wow. Yeah. The only problem, they put out these gift shops and everything is so high priced, but it's so nice too. It's a lot nicer than what you find anywhere else. So posting like just an update post, because that's what I do. If I'm not going to be online, I'm just like, hey, I'm not going to be online, and I may post a funny picture or something. That's fine, you dear. Yeah, I may post a funny picture. Now it doesn't count towards your watch hours, but I've gotten subs off of posts because those posts will pop up in For You pages too, just like videos. Especially if you do polls where you vote, you'll get a lot of traffic from that when it goes in the For You pages for people. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I just know a lot of stuff that I've found looks nicer than anything, that I could find anywhere else. I mean, I love going into a gift shop. I ain't gonna lie. I love it just to see what they got. Especially if it's something like with a railway and it is railroad dedicated. I'm not big on the gift shops that have all the stuff you find in the dollar store, but I love gift shops that are specific. I can't English today. Specifically for something like the railway. I would 2X do, because there was a while back I was doing polls every week. I'd get a lot of votes, and I would get more votes sometimes on the polls than I had subs, and then I would get subs from them. about drama on YouTube. It's YouTube. Anytime you get a big group of people, you gonna have some drama. And this YouTube drama, I've seen some stuff just get way out of whoo. Okay, so it's just they just don't have it. That's cool though. Kind of makes it feel like, that rare find in an antique store. You know what I'm saying? When you have that rare find. That's what it makes it feel like. Joking. Oh, you're not going to send the Oreo cream? I'll send you my address for it. Use that stuff to make stuff. I would like to just have a big tub of it, of the Oreo cream, and make it into an icing for a chocolate cake. That would actually be good. Just kind of make an icing out of it for cake. Spreadable. Yeah, I do. Like, I haven't been doing the polls lately. A lot of my posts, like, I'm trying. I don't get involved in the drama. I have seen some of the stuff where you're talking about with the drama, though. Most of my stuff is just focused on making people laugh and everything, but there's a lot. I do see a lot of drama on YouTube, and it boils down to the same thing in real life. Think about it. I remember when I was in school and even in workplaces, you had these cliques. You had all these people that hung around together, and one person was going to get mad at one person over something stupid at some point. It was inevitable. It was going to happen. It was a big group of people, and then it was going to be blown out of proportion. People were going to pick sides, and then this mob mentality took over, and you're sitting back trying not to get drawn in, going, what the hell? And then you're getting attacked because maybe you're friends with the wrong person or you're friends with both of them and you won't pick sides. I've seen people, they refuse to pick sides and they come after them for not, for playing the smart card. It's ridiculous. We're a bunch of adults here. I don't think we need this little jungle gym sandbox bullcrap, I'm on Justin's TV. I'm famous in Justin's TV. Oh, wow. Now, I've never been to a church that had one. Now, I heard that, and correct me if I'm wrong, Justin, but Perry Stone's church has gift shops and stuff. But he's a mega church. Now, I've been to the Christian bookstores that were ran by the churches. They just weren't in the church. I've been to them. There's one that I really like going to up in Gatlinburg. They've got everything. Like, they got so much. I love going in there and just looking. I've bought a few things from there, but mainly I like to go look. Exactly, Lydia. And so here's what I tell Justin all the time. You can easily go online and be whoever you want. You can tell anybody any story you want, and they don't have proof to say that you're lying. I can make up any story right now and misrepresent myself. And how many of you are going to have the proof to call me out? You don't know me from Adam. Right? That's where the problems come in. People get butt hurt. People start acting stupid, and then the truth starts coming out. And then you find out, hey, you're batshit crazy. And some people I've seen don't even need to be online. Yes. The Catholic bookstores, yes. Ooh, yes, vinyl. Man, I'm so glad that records are making a comeback. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm definitely not Adam. I can verify that. Thank you, Antics. I can verify that. I can definitely verify that. But yeah, it's like I tell Justin all the time. Anybody can be anyone they want to online. I mean, it doesn't mean there's not going to be red flags. It doesn't mean you're not going to figure it out. And we as a group in here know, because we figured out a lot about some people. And y'all know who I'm talking about, especially in Discord. But that's how you get all this crap. That's how you get all this drama. And then you find out how really unhinged some people are and how they are not able to deal with socializing on the internet. Hey, Yeti, Rue Yeti, what's up? What is up? Ooh, you got yours on vinyl. Heck yeah. I'm not musically talented at all. I'm not musically inclined. Now, I tried. I tried in 7th grade to play, or no, it was 6th grade, sorry, to play the bass clarinet. Didn't work out. It lasted a whole year. And then I said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Nope. Can't carry a tune in a bucket. So don't sing much. I mean, I'll belt it out in my car. And I've done karaoke before. But I ain't fixing to get up and do a whole concert or something in the church or nothing. Not that I haven't sang in church, because I've done that before too when I was younger. Hit Me With Your Best Shot by Pat Benatar was my main one that I always did. 4th Minnesota Goodbye. It was. Look, I said it, and then we're still here. When people start coming in, I'm like, okay, I'll stay a little bit. I ain't got nothing to do. Except for go figure some stuff out. And if I'm sitting here, I'm delaying the brain power usage today. Yes, a lot of them do. I think Taylor Swift did, didn't she? I know Katy Perry did. Yeah, it's raining here too. Yeah, I would get up there and I would do Pat Benatar's Hit Me With Your Best Shot. I tried, mind you, My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. Yeah, we don't have those vocals. And I would sing mainly anything Sarah McLachlan. Now I would sing especially Building a Mystery and Arms of the Angels. Just rapping. Now that, my voice, if I were to try to rap, it would sound really ridiculous. Really ridiculous. I've got one of those voices that's definitely not made for rap. Lori's lurking with love. We're just glad you're here, Lori. We ain't seen you in a hot minute. I think I threw Goth off yesterday when I was like, yeah, I'm not even on Discord anymore. Wait, what? Woohoo! Popular in Canada and Lori's living room. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm popular on Justin's TV too, because he's got me on TV. So I can honestly say I've been on TV. No, I left Discord. You've missed a lot, Lori. You've missed a lot. I might have to fill you in. Yeah, I deleted my Discord last month. I haven't had an Oreo in a while either. I know. Man, Justin's enabling me, though. He brought me a chocolate Twinkie because they had Twinkies and cupcakes at the depot Saturday. So I had a chocolate Twinkie yesterday. We need to write this song out. Yes. Yes. Shoot, I'm thinking about getting. Oh, okay, I'm back. It went out and then came back. So reconnecting came back. Anyway, I'm thinking about getting me the paid membership to Suno, so I can do more songs. I'm thinking about it. Just the $10 a month one though, because I'm not, because like I said the other night in Dawn's Live, I'm cheap. I mean thrifty. You're thrifty too. My dad, we used to make the joke. He was thrifty. That's spelled CHEAP. Thrifty. Yes, Justin's going live Friday night, y'all, at the depot. He's probably going to get a lot better luck than I did. We were just staying so busy, and it was hard for me to back and forth doing a live and take care of people. Because I did forget, we do have people that like to, sit there and converse while they're waiting. And one with personal stuff in it. But Justin, I think, is going to be doing a live, taking y'all around and showing you how he scares the bejeebus out of everybody. Hey, Lone. I think he's going to show you how he scares the crap out of everybody. Ooh, they're building us a Five Below. They just gave us a Bath and Body Works, and now all I need is a Yankee Candle and a Dutch Bros, and my life will be complete. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, we got a Burlington Coat Factory now, which I'm not impressed with, but dude, give me a Yankee Candle and a Dutch Bros now, and I will be the happiest person on earth. Like, yeah. I love my Yankee Candle. They've got this one scent that is my favorite. It is cashmere, Warm Luxe Cashmere. God, that is my favorite. I burn that sucker all year round. I have the wax melts. I have the plug-ins. I've had the candles. You gonna go when it first starts? I haven't heard of it, but now now I want to look it up. Because I'm going to tell you something. I like my haunted stuff. And old railroad towns are very notorious for hauntings because of the energy and electricity through the tracks. So, I'll look it up. Even if it's just for historic value and not even ghostly, I'll still look it up. Oh, no. An hour away, Lydia. Well, okay, so we would have to go 20 minutes over into Chattanooga by the mall to go to Bath and Body or Yankee Candle or Dutch Bros, stuff like that. So they're starting to bring stuff down here. I think we're getting a Longhorn Steakhouse. That works because I love that place. They've got some really good rolls. Love it. Yes. Yeti, yes. Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventure. Now, don't get me started on Zach Bagans, but back in the day, they were good. Yes, the Ghost Hunter shows. They've got the Tennessee Wraith Chasers. I love them. They're brothers out of Tennessee. I think they're around the Smoky Mountains. Oh, wow. I like that. Oh, that's cool. Look that up. Oh, you want to see her brother now? He looks like mine. I swear, our brothers are twins. See, I don't like that. We got to go. Now, Buc-ee's is a big thing here. Everybody loves Buc-ee's, especially their brisket, but it's 45 minutes to get to a Buc-ee's. It's about 35 to 40 minutes to get to the outlet mall. We have an outlet mall up here. And my favorite store is Coach. I ain't gonna lie. I love Coach. I love going to the Coach outlet store. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've got our railway trestle right there by the depot. We have signs that tell you the clearance is 11 foot by 7 inches. Or, yeah, it's 11 by 7. Or, sorry, 11 and 7 inches. Anyway, tall. It's your clearance. You want to know how many truckers don't know the size of their trailers and get stuck every year? Every year. Underneath that trestle. Like, dude, we even have the detour signs. Trucks, here's your truck route. Right here, go here. You know, and I'm going to have to show y'all some pictures of these trucks. I've seen one where the way it hit, it looked like it peeled back the top of the trailer like a sardine can. Like, seriously. You really need to, if you're a truck driver, you need to know your clearance levels. I don't know. Them sides are pretty big. And if they're that blind, I don't know if they need to be driving them trucks. I'm just saying. There are so many every year. They don't see them. The signs are huge with flashing lights. And it's just like, they still get stuck. It is crazy. I've sat there and watched them get stuck. I've watched them run into it. Because where my friend's store used to be, I used to work down there with her and help her run it, was right there in front of the trestle. And we could sit there and just watch them. The sound was god awful. But we sit there and we could watch them. The first letter. I'm nearsighted. I mean, I'm definitely nearsighted. So I do wear glasses. Now I have a cousin who his glasses are really, really thick. His eyesight, he's got a congenital issue. His eyesight is going, and he'll probably be fully blind. And his great grandmother was the same way. He'll probably be fully blind by the time he's about 50, not 50, 60, 70 years old. It just keeps getting worse. He's in his 50s now. And I know when he was younger, he had what we would call the bottle cap glasses that magnified his eyes. He's had those for years. Justin, he doesn't have depth perception. He's got congenital nystagmus. So he's got weak eye muscles and he doesn't have very good depth perception. So they won't let him drive. Also, his peripheral vision is limited. But now his dad did get him in the driver's seat of a car one time, and he ran over a stump and pushed the gas tank all the way up, which was funny. I got mad, but I laughed about it too. I was like, I told you not to let him drive. He can't drive, dude. What part of that didn't you understand? But then it was kind of funny when I saw what he did to the gas tank. So I did laugh. You can't say I ain't got a sense of humor about it. Yeah, that's like him. His is severely limited. And when Justin talks to you, he kind of looks up like this. And it's to keep his eyes steady. Because if he looks normal, like I'm doing now, his eyes will go back and forth really fast. Yeah. Yeah, he trips over. Well, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy what can happen when your eyesight is affected. It is nuts. That and your ears. Because, your inner ear has to do with balance and things too. So, pretty much, if it's anything, here, screwed. Now I know Dawn, and she's not in here, but y'all have known she's talked about her surgeries. She's had eye problems for years. And she had eye surgery, what was about a year or two ago? So now she's got it to where one eye, she's legally blind. That's why we always make the jokes about she can only see half people. And Dave's talking about she's, because she'll say, got your nose and pokes you in the eyeball. Because she completely missed his nose one time. I heard about it. She went to go poke him in the nose, and I think she got him in the ear. But we make the joke that, he could lose an eye and be a pirate for Halloween over it. And just let her do that. All right, y'all. I am this time going to go ahead and shut down the live. Yes, the white cane. Oh, thank you, Lone. I was gonna put the one I had the one about the man mixed up with another one, so I actually accidentally combined two stories, so I didn't put it in that one. But I am planning on expanding on some things. I'm gonna change the video format from the AI pictures. I mean, I'll still do some of those, but things that are near me, we're gonna try to do video. I'm going to go to those locations and do video. The first one I'm going to do when it quits raining is I'm going to expand on the depot down here. Because the story of Thomas and Eliza is not the only ghost story with the depot. But I couldn't fit all of them into the 10-minute or less. But we're going to go down there and do that and some things around Ringgold and Chattanooga. Probably plan a day trip one day to go up to Hamblen County and look into, stuff like that. Frightmare Manor, yeah. We're near the Haunted Hilltop. Oh, thank you, Lori. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go around and do some of the haunted things here. The only problem is a lot of the haunted places, like the depot, the Whitman Anderson house, the old mill by the Feed and Seed Antiques. We can't go in. They are locked up, except for certain times. Because they are used for events only. They are rented out. And the Whitman Anderson house is actually a privately owned residence now, so they don't do tours of it, but you can get the outside. So I can tell you the stories behind them. And you can see the exterior. I know with the depot, I'll be able to show you the up close of the chipped stone from cannon fire and the bullet holes from the war. Don't know if I can get behind. So the story of Thomas, there is a stone back there that supposedly is Thomas's grave. But the problem is back then the fence wasn't there. Now there's a fence separating the track from the depot. So it's a very thin, in order to get back there, I would have to hop the fence and walk by the track. And I don't want to do that because we have had in recent years an accident where a friend of mine I went to school with, her son, was walking along the tracks and got hit, and she lost him. So I don't want to get over there on the tracks, but there is a stone back there. So if I can try to get a picture of it or something, I will, to show you the stone. But getting back there is not easy. Like I said, they put up a fence. So, but yeah, we're going to try. There's a lot of places in Chattanooga that we can go to. Hunter Art Museum is probably that and the Reed House are my favorite haunted locations. I'll go over the story with y'all about underground Chattanooga, because actually Chattanooga is a city on top of a city. I'll tell y'all about that too. So, Dandridge Sea. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. I know Justin talks about Frightmare Manor a lot and the Haunted Hilltop. Now, the Haunted Hilltop is where that accident happened last year, and they made me pull in my scare actors from the hayride. But they were going strong again this year, I understood. So, but all right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and shut down the live. If I've got you in my link thing, go ahead and type in your link command. Your link command will be ! And your name. So for Antics, it's exclamation antics. And while I've got y'all on here, if I don't have your thing in here, let me see. Who have we got? I've got Alfonso's. I've got Antics. I've got 2X. I've got Dawn. I've got Holly. I've got Lori. I've got Lydia. I've got Matrix. Trying to think the ones that are in here. I've got Sophia. I've got Yadira. You're so lost. Why are you so lost? Okay, hang on. Justin, no, I don't have you yet. That's right. I've got to make you one because you were offline. Let me go to your channel real quick. Hang on. I will add you while you're here. I want to make sure that everybody that comes in is in here. All right, Justin, yours is in there. Go ahead and type it. Let's see. Lone, do you have content on yours? Do you have a channel? Nothing on it? Okay. Okay, there's Sophia's. Yeti, do you want me to add you? So you've got a video. Let's get you some people. Sat there and asked, and then I'm like, I don't do it anyway. Paste. There you go. You're old school. There you go. I didn't have a channel for years, and to be fair, it's Dawn's fault that I even have this one. So, I've had a channel before. I did a makeup channel years ago, but not much following, so we didn't do it. Kind of lurky. That's fine. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and go. I will see you when I see you next time. Not sure when I'm going to be able to do the next video, but on the days I'm not able to do a video, I may come on live and just see what everybody's up to. So, all right. Love, hugs, mushy stuff. Moi. Love you.